Hi guys, I'm back! Hi guys and welcome back to the Driven 24/7 Automotive YouTube channel, and I am back, and that is what this video is all about. So if you want to know why I've taken a short break away from YouTube, as a lot has gone on and I have a lot to explain in this video and talk to you about, then this is a video for you. So please watch, hear me out literally. Let's get to it. I put a little message out on the community page so I can put little updates to you guys, and I said I'm going to take a little break from YouTube to sort a few things out, but I'll be back soon. And now I've come to the point where things are getting sorted out behind the scenes, and I am now ready to explain all, make a comeback to YouTube. Although I think I should have stayed away, because in my break I've actually gained more subscribers. So maybe I shouldn't be coming back at all, because the subscribers might go up a bit more. I don't really know what that's all about, but I am obviously grateful for those of you that have subscribed while I've been away. So I'm not being rude. I do have my phone here and I will be looking at it for references. I can chat a lot. I'm going to try and keep it as short as I possibly can. So if you guys know me well by now, you will know I get through my cars. Now I actually don't mean to. I am just very hectic and I live a spontaneous life when it comes to cars, and I love it. That's the whole reason I got out of finance cars, so I can buy these cheap cars with cash, have them for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 years. It doesn't matter, because I own the car. I can have it for as little or as long as I like, and that has really taken its toll on me and the cars I've had. I have gone through so many cars on this channel, especially in the later years since I haven't had finance cars, and it gets to the point where, I've said this in a video before, it gets a bit embarrassing because I'm not a trader. I just generally, I will be sitting on my phone, see a car for sale locally, it's really cool, it's rare, it's a bargain, I go and get it. I don't mean to go and get it, I wasn't looking for that car, I just go and buy these cars. So what I'm trying to say is, I can't keep up with my car lifestyle, let alone you guys, and I find it embarrassing to reveal a car to you and then 2 weeks later, 2 months later, it's sold, I bought something else. It is a problem. Well, it's not the end of the world. There are bigger problems in the world, and there are worse problems I could have. If I can't keep up with my life, how do I expect you guys as viewers to? Because you're probably more confused than I am, because I know what's going on in here, and you guys don't. There's also a couple of reasons why I also decided to take a break from YouTube, and I'm going to go a little bit deep, a little bit kind of personal with this one. So unfortunately, my mum, well luckily my mum found out she had, I don't even like to say the C word, but I'm going to try to so you guys know what I mean. Luckily my mum discovered a lump in one of her breasts, and unfortunately it turned out to be breast cancer. So in the meantime of her finding out she had cancer, I hate to say that word, it's a horrible word, it makes me want to cry. While she found out she was going to have an operation for the cancer, she also had to have another major operation before she could have the cancer related operation. So my poor mum has had 2 major operations in 2 months. So she had one operation in 1 month, about 6 weeks later or so she had her cancer operation. So she's a very positive person. If she wasn't, then I would have been finding the whole situation very hard. But because she's a positive person, I luckily didn't go back into my deep depression, dark days, which I have suffered with a few years ago now. So luckily, because I'm fine mentally, my mum was fine mentally, it kind of chilled me out and I knew everything was going to be okay. But her having to go through operations, obviously we didn't know what to expect. We hoped my mum would pull through. Luckily she has. She's had both operations now on the mend. But obviously I don't feel like putting on a kind of happy face for YouTube. It was a worry, but because my mum was dealing with it okay, it made me deal with it okay. So that's a reason. We've had a lot of stuff going on, like with my mum's health for a start. So again, just didn't really feel like doing YouTube, to be honest. On to another health thing, but with me now. So another reason that I've had to make decisions I have, and this will affect what I'm going to tell you in a minute, is I have had an ongoing shoulder injury from me trying to get fit and lift some weights. I've had this injury since about April. In September I had a super duper injection, which apparently it was going to work miracles, and I kind of believed that I'd be back to normal within a few weeks. The injection worked, but the shoulder is still messed up, basically, to say it without swearing. So this is an ongoing thing. It's in my right arm. I'm right-handed, so this isn't good. This stops me from working on my cars. I'm not making excuses, but it does really affect my life. When I took the bumper off the Type R, the next couple of days I was in agony. I cannot do a lot with this arm. And so for that reason, Because I'm now part-time YouTube, part-time proper job, I also was trying to do a little side hustle which involved manual labour, and although I knew this would be an issue, I didn't know how much of an issue it'd be. But because of this, I couldn't carry on my little side hustle, so I've had to stop that. A little bit of money has stopped coming in from that side hustle, so that has also come into my thoughts about the car situation. To put it bluntly and honestly, and into a nice short simple sentence for you guys all to understand, I have sold all the cars you know me for recently that I've had in my little collection. I've sold everything you've known me for, and I'm gonna basically start afresh for the YouTube channel, for my car owning experience. So let me tell you what's happened basically. So let's talk about the Citroen Berlingo van, because that relates to the whole shoulder injury thing. So I needed a workhorse van for this side hustle. I come across the well-priced Citroen Berlingo van. I really loved that van. Alongside that, I owned a Type R. The reason behind having a Berlingo van was for the side hustle, the chuck in and out equipment, etc. But when I started to come to the realisation of my mind might want to work but my shoulder can't, I thought, well, there's no point in me having a Berlingo van because I'm not doing that thing anymore. So basically the Berlingo van has sold. I'm quite gutted because alongside the Berlingo I owned my Civic Type R. The Civic Type R is a sports car, hot hatch obviously. The ride in that is very, very harsh and bumpy. So I used to find myself hopping in a Berlingo van to go down to the shops instead of taking the Type R out, because the Berlingo van drove beautifully. So to again summarise quickly, Berlingo van is gone because what I needed it for I'm no longer doing. It's pointless in having it. And I need to reclaim some money back because I can't earn money from what the Citroen was helping me earn money from. Civic EP3 Type R is currently for sale. I came across that car very spontaneously. Another one of those cars I didn't go looking for, saw it, had to have it. So as I just said, that is actually for sale. Because of the reasons I've kind of just said, around town, UK, the roads are awful, right? It's just really small world problems. It's a fast car, it's cool, the VTEC's amazing. I don't really drive that fast, I don't really drive that far. And what with the, harsh sports suspension, when I did drive it, I don't know, it was just a bit of a kind of ag. Hence why I used to, like I just say, take the Berlingo out. When a Berlingo didn't need to be used, I was using a Berlingo. And whilst I had my break, I decided, as I just said, I was going to sell the Berlingo, sell the Type R, and start again with owning cars and documenting them on this channel. While I've had this break off YouTube, I've also been thinking that, and I've been thinking, right, so if I sell the 2 cars that I own, I'll be left with nothing. What do you really want to own, Amber? What can you settle with? What can you settle with and then improve, modify, take to shows? Because if I settle with one car, we'll all settle that I own that one car, and I can be known for having that one car, and we can all just chill out, take it easy. Amber's got one nice car, she's not selling it tomorrow, she's just keeping it and doing stuff to it, and we're all happy and on the same page. It's chill. So I'm thinking, I've owned a lot of cars by accident, I sold a lot of cars, kept them for short amount of periods. So I'm thinking, right, if I sell both the cars, I'll be left with nothing. Amber, what do you really, really want? What cars do you really, really like? What kind of route and path do you want to go down? What car should I then look for? I thought, what do I really like and what do I really want to do? I want a big automatic cruiser that I can modify into a stance car. Lower it, wheels, cool automatic cruiser, music banging. That's what I want. I've had that recently in cars, not the modified bit, but I recently had a Mercedes C200, put the sub in it, didn't want to modify it, was too clean to modify. I loved that car, I sold it, but I made a profit. The Carina E, I was actually looking for another Carina E, but they're really, really hard to find and there's none local. They're all up north and I'm not driving 4 hours away and 4 hours back to buy a car. So I had a little shopping list of cars I wanted to look for, and the Carina E was one of them. Now look, don't get me wrong, a hot hatch is a hot hatch, they're fast. I've had the Abarth, I had the Type R for a very short period, I haven't even tested it to its limits really, to be honest. But I'm just thinking, I just want a big automatic cruiser, I don't want something fast and small that I can't really modify too much because it will take away the handling of a hot hatch. I want something big, that doesn't handle well, that's slow, that can look cool. I just have a thing, I want to park down the shops in the town centre with my big lowered retro car, and people look at it and think, wow, I don't see many of them and it's modified. But everyone knows a Type R. Like I said, I can't do those kind of modifications to it because it would ruin it. So I've settled that I want to go for a sleeper stance car. So with me now seeing clearly, thinking clearly, and thinking that is the goal of a car I want, I will sell the Berlingo and Type R and get something I've kind of always want. I've put the thought in the back burner. I bought cars in between. I'm like, no, that is the look I want to go for, so let's actually go for it and stick with the plan. However, before I thought about selling the Berlingo and Type R, I found a little gem on Auto Trader. Now I had to be careful because I recently got scammed by an Auto Trader seller. So when I saw this car up for a really good price, too good to be true, I thought, here we go again guys, be careful Amber. Turned out that this elderly lady was completely innocent. She was real, she wasn't a scammer. She advertised this little gem and I went up to buy it. And basically, to cut long story short, and I'll go into details of what I bought, it's quite a funny story because basically I drove the car home 50 miles, and as soon as I got near home the car broke down and then I ended up selling it. So I'll go into that story and tell you what I bought and what I own temporarily. I'll go into that in another video because it's a whole video basically of explaining, but it was a really cool retro rare car I bought. I had for a little time. Yeah, that was annoying, that one. So like I said, this brings me up to where I am now. The Berlingo has gone, that was first to go. The Civic Type R is currently up for sale, obviously with intentions for it to go and be sold. However, I've actually bought two cars. I've basically bought one car as a stopgap because I thought, well, hang on a minute, if I sell the Berlingo and the Type R, I'm left with no cars and I need a car to go to work. So I sold the Berlingo, I've got a temporary stopgap car, so I can now sell the Type R, and I'm left with a stopgap car that I can then sell on basically. But as soon as I bought the stopgap car, because I couldn't find what I really wanted, there was like 3 cars on my list, and I actually found one of them that come up pretty local. So at the moment I'm currently with the Type R for sale, gonna go obviously hopefully. I've got the stopgap car and I've got the car that I've settled with. This will definitely do. It was one of the cars on the list. It was a nice position to be in for once when I've actually got the money and I can look for a car. Usually I'm buying cars and thinking, oh god, I need to afford them, and I kind of scrape my way and do it. So it was a nice position to be in. So I'm still at 3 cars, but the Type R is going to go. Stopgap car will go because I've now got my actual car. And obviously I will do a video on my new car in a future upload really soon. I've had a little think about what I want to do. I've sold all the cars, bought something, going to settle with something now, and we're all just going to relax. Just no Amber for owning this one car, and let's just do some bits and let's just modify a car. The last time I really liked what I did with a car and really modified it. I modified the Abarth, I did quite a few things to that, mainly tuning and stuff really. But when I finished with that E36, it looked really, really nice. And since that E36, yes, I've owned a lot of cars since, but I haven't touched any other cars. And I want to do that. I've got my subwoofer that has only ever been in one car. I've had it for like a year. That is just sitting right in front of me. I'm now going to put this in my new car. I've bought a really cool, sick, kind of expensive a little bit for me anyway, private number plate for this car. So now I'm officially back, which is woohoo! So now I'm back. I've made this kind of boring, kind of chatty video. We all know where I stand. I can now, because I now bought a car, I'm going to settle with it and do stuff to it. I will soon be filming that car so you guys know what the hell I'm talking about. I'll then in the meantime be filming work on that car to then obviously show you guys. I'm just really, really excited. I bought another cool rare JDM car, and yeah, we're going to do stuff to it. We're going to lower it and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, stay tuned because I'll be showing you the car that I'm talking about in question, and also stay tuned because I will be doing a video on this little cool car that I bought from this elderly lady, which decided to die and give me heartache and pull up my heartstrings, and I had to sell. So we've got 2 videos to come in the very near future. But for now, yeah, thanks for still watching my videos whilst I've been gone. I've still been replying to your comments. I obviously, as always, have to do these decisions for me. So yeah, I've sold the Berlingo, kind of gutted because I really like that van. I'm selling the Type R because it's just not what I want. Now I realise what I want. I wanted to get it and now I've got it. So yeah, what you know me for is now gone. We're going to start afresh. And yeah, I'm really excited to just post more videos on this car that I'm set up with. I'm going to stick with one car and one car only. If you want me to show you the stopgap car, because before I sell it, then let me know in the comments below and I'll do a little video on that stopgap car, because obviously I haven't told you what that is yet. It is something I've owned before. I really like it. I could afford to keep it, but I'm trying to tell myself, just keep one car, Amber, because tax and insurance free cars is a little bit expensive. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know if you've missed me or not. Just be honest. If you haven't, then fair enough. It seems like you guys haven't, because you've been subscribing while I've been gone. Like I say, what is that all about? But cheers. Okay, thanks for watching this video. I hope you understand where I'm at. I'm really excited to what's to come. A fresh start. Although it's not a new year, I feel like I'm starting a new year on a fresh. Although we're still in the old 2022. You see what I mean? I'm really excited to get going and to show you the new car and let's do things to it and stick with a car for once in my life. Let's do it. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for sticking around on my channel if you have done, waiting for this video. Thanks for watching. See you in another one.